much, and I can't cover that in what is this? And I can't cover that in one session. So yeah, so let's continue with session open manipulation. So generally it's a liquidity sweep, right? Induces something from the left, most often during Frankfurt and London. And this is why it's easiest for me to trade, but it's the hardest day for others. It's the hardest time for others to trade. Like first 30 minutes of Frankfurt, let's say, or first 1 hour of London, people want to avoid trading that. Might indicate a protected price level and offers a manipulation setup. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen, and yeah, we can go from that. And we can look for examples on the live chart, because first minutes, it's like 1-2 minutes, can be 5 minutes. Really depends on the scenario. Okay, so what I mean by Frankfurt manipulation or session open manipulation is, let's say, okay, this New York is a bad example. This London is a good example. Okay, so as you can see, this was the first minute of London session, right? This cow right here. Let me change my colors as well. And yeah, so how did the London start? It started with taking out liquidity right here, taking out this wick. This was the first New York manipulation, a London manipulation. And then second manipulation would be here, right? This move up. And it took out Asian high, this equal high. And, you know, maybe even this, let's say. Okay. Third manipulation was here. So it's usually up to 4 manipulations per session. It took out this and just to rebalance this. And it induced early sellers. You can imagine some idiots selling here. And the fourth manipulation was this overall move to the upside. And this move, I don't know what it did, but yeah, just to take out this equal high. And you see the first manipulation just re-engineered liquidity, additional liquidity for this liquidity pool. So this yesterday, London, and it offered pretty nice entries, but we're gonna talk about that later. Oh my God, sniper. And then this is perfect. You have Frankfurt open. Okay, there's nothing here actually. This whole move was a manipulation. And in live market, you can't know when the manipulation is over, but you can just anticipate it. Either with this, let's say, you see price going down, taking this liquidity out with and creating equal lows, right? So you know this is indicating that there might be a reversal coming soon. And it's just inducing early buyers. You can say this is your FBOS, and this would become your MSU in future. This would become your inducement. This would become your key BOS, and this is your protected structural point. But yeah, you can only anticipate where the manipulation ends and trade it like a simple price action, like a normal price action. Yeah, I'm thinking of this. Yeah, there's nothing more in this. So we'll look for 2 more days and we'll continue. How long was it? 46 minutes so far. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So this can here you can see perfect manipulation within first minutes as well. Right from the session open, it shoots up and induces early buyers. Right here, right here, right here. You can't know this, but you don't want to trade off this. We know that every POI, that every recent POI that broke structure is most probably going to be a trap. Unless it's a safe build-up or a really tight build-up, all right? So the first move was a manipulation. The second move to take this guy out was a manipulation, right? Mitigated this, and we broke structure. By the way, this would be a valid entry, and if you put your stop loss here, it would be a valid stop loss. But yeah, happens. Yep. So we're gonna check one more day. So yes. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. This is not a traditional manipulation, but yeah, let's look at New York. Right here. New York Open. So pre-New York Open was engineering liquidity, early sellers, right? Oh, what? Early sellers right here, right here, right here. We had a strong wick. This becomes liquidity for the wick. This wick is inefficient, obviously. And New York opens with a manipulation. Literally the first candle of the session, right? And we take out this buy-side liquidity. Now, as we build up buy-side liquidity, we also build up sell-side liquidity right here. In live market, you would say here. You could have said here, and look here with interest. It's just totally right. Yeah, I'm checking it. Yeah, but this one was liquidity though. Too clean. So the second manipulation would be this move. And not traditional manipulation because it was Swift news. And this was the third manipulation of session. And we took out all the liquidity that was there from previous days, from the whole week, and from the left. So yeah, and we can look at London and finish it there. Or New York. Yeah, New York had nothing this day. And London had nothing as well. So let's look at one more session. Do you guys understand it, or do you want to ask something? Just write it in the chat. If you understand it, press 1. If not, then press 2. And write the question. Because this 2. Oh no. Want to ask about break of structure? Yeah, I'm gonna cover that. Break of structure, like for entry. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on entries. If you're asking about the entry that I talked about before. Yeah. So here again, first move of the session was a manipulation right here. And literally it's the first minute right here. We took out this Asian high, let's say. Then we took out this weird breaker liquidity, right? And the second manipulation was here. We just took out early buyers of the session. And the third manipulation might be here. Yeah, the third manipulation might be here. And with this manipulation, we took Asian high. And these sells are easy to take, right? There's no magic sauce. It's as simple as that. So yeah. So let's continue. And that's enough for the session manipulation. Okay, so Frankfurt Open is a manipulative time window. What does it mean? It means that price can just do this, you know, and it's really hard to trade. But let's say 30% of the time it will offer us a manipulation setup. But I'm gonna show you. So there's a possibility of taking out Asian range high, a low. Oh, there should be a high here. And first 30 minutes usually serves as an inducement for London. So this can't be applied on technicals that often. It's just an ideology and a mindset that I have towards Frankfurt. And that's how I anticipate the London moves. Frankfurt high-low can become inducement for London manipulation as well. And you can see this on the whipsaw, on the Asian whipsaw template that I sent you on Discord. So Frankfurt Open, London Open opens at 3 a.m. Eastern time. Kill zone is first 2 hours, so from 3 to 5 or 3 to 6. 3:30, which means 30 minutes after London Open, is to 4 is a big boy time for me. What does it mean? I'm gonna show you, but there's a high chance of a reversal during this time window. But the whole trap time of London is 3 to 4. Okay. And what does it mean is you're gonna have a lot of manipulations here. 11 EST time, 11 a.m. EST time is London close, where we have potential pullback or reversal. So I think I'm gonna show you on chart right now. So you see it's being used I'm using it on daily basis, but it's not a daily confluence, like a confluence you can use every single day. Because then trading would be too easy, right? Okay, so let me clear the zoom. Okay, this day was bad because we only had accumulation for news somewhere in London, so that this day doesn't do that. Yeah, so the reason why this buy before be hitting stop loss is, again, see, for me the real Frankfurt Open as well, or all session opens are 30 minutes after the actual open, and you can see here exactly on the 30 minutes after Frankfurt Open, it took this guy out and continued out, and this would be the prime setup for the Frankfurt. So yeah, and here London session, 30 minutes after session open, price give us a nice reversal for the early session or for the whole day. It can be a small pullback as well. So yeah, so here you see once. Then let's continue. Don't know about this day. Oh yeah, here. So here you can see Frankfurt was manipulated in the first half, right? People were induced to sell. Then true intention of Frankfurt was shown, and we are buying, right? So what day was it? 17? Yeah.
That's today.
What?
That's today, right?
Today's 17? Oh,
yeah.
this is today. Oh, yeah. I was wondering if I entered here, but I was sleeping.
Today is 18, right?
So yeah. So here you see 30 minutes after Frankfurt Open, true intention was shown, and this all just serves as liquidity. And after breaking this could be a valid trading range for us. So this one, And then London, let's test it out. I don't know what happened really. I didn't check the chart much today because I was working on the presentation, but bam, 9:30 to 10. I'll be looking for sells after taking this build up and mitigating this weird POI. It's as simple as that. So this was today. The previous one was yesterday. Let's find, let's say, 2 more examples, and then we'll. Yeah. Oh, there was nothing on this day. Oh, this. Okay, perfect. Okay. But it doesn't work every day, as I said. Here you can see a perfect example, because the whole Frankfurt was served as liquidity for London, and you can see it right here. When price was here, I sold here and took the TP after 12 pips, because when you see this, it's just creating additional liquidity. Again, it's respecting this, creating almost perfect equal highs, and yeah, so the Frankfurt doesn't work here. There's one more time interval, but I don't use it, and it's last 15 minutes of Frankfurt, but it's too messy, and I don't want to complicate your trading with time too much, because then you would focus on time instead of price, which is the priority. And then here you can see 9:30 to 10 offers us a nice reversal again. Right here. For this sell, right? Taking out the structural liquidity, mitigating this. Easy stuff. Let's do one more day. Yeah, so this day doesn't work. Yeah, it sucks here. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? We can do a different session to save time. Why would I sell here? Yeah, let me check. Because we just took out a huge Asian high. And that's why I wouldn't sell right here. But here as a confirmation entry. After this reaction, it will be obvious that we are gonna be selling off the whole day.
And you wouldn't sell initially in Milan because we didn't sweep it by much, right?
Oh, wait, what?
So you wouldn't sell after the Asian sweep because we didn't sweep it by much.
Yeah, let me see. Asian sweep. Yeah, I wouldn't sell here, and even if I wanted to, I don't see a possible entry here. You know, maybe here, but this would be too much for me.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, I would wait for deeper mitigation, but I wouldn't look for him. There isn't a possible entry, except for this wick as a confirmation, like a confirmation entry, but you can always execute, right? But again, as the Polish guy says, you can't know, you couldn't know. And the only reason why this is just a break of liquidity, and this not even as an inducement high, but it's just a build up, you know. But yeah. So when you say it didn't mitigate anything, how would they not continue it? We're just mitigating this huge OB on higher time frame. That's all there is to it. So yeah. There's nothing here. This was 14th of November. Yeah, we're gonna check if I entered him. All right, so let's continue with the presentation. Oh, and we have New York. So New York opened opens at 8 a.m. New York time, and manipulation time really varies on New York because the session itself isn't that manipulative, and even in kill zone, or even in first 30 minutes, you're not gonna get that many manipulations unless it's news or something. 8:30 is for me a real market open, and some refer to this as trap timing as well. But yeah, I don't really see it as trap timing because, from my personal experience, it doesn't do anything that would trap anyone, in my opinion. The ideology of trap timing on 8:30 is if you have a valid OB, let's say, and the price is going there on 8:30, it's gonna blast through that OB. But this happened like twice in the last 2 months. But yeah, I didn't look deep into this, so don't take my word for granted. And the whole New York is just gonna be a potential continuation of London or a reversal of London, right? So let's say we had Asian, Frankfurt, London. This is London. Then it's either gonna be New York open pullback, New York open continuation, then continue a trend of London, and then closing, London closes, price reverses, or pulls backs, or New York reverses, right? And New York just pull back. So that's all there is to it. And I think I'm gonna show you chart as well on New York, because but lately it's the real market open didn't play out that many times because it was news. The previous day was flooded with news. So I'm looking at more charts. At the end, this is news again. So the ideology is the same as Frankfurt, and you can test it out on your chart. I didn't have much time lately, and I'm sorry for that. But the whole ideology is 13 minutes of inducement, and then 8:30 price shows real intention and real order flow. So yeah. Okay, so now we are almost at the end of our first half of day 3, and we're gonna do day 4 as a continuation to this session. So vector candles, generally candles with huge momentum bodies or wicks. So it's just gonna be what is this? Yeah, so it's simply just a candle, long candle, another long candle without many wicks, another long candle, and I use that for entry, and we're gonna talk about it in a while. So let's check the link. Yeah, so here you see 2 perfect examples. Marubozu candle. What the hell is Marubozu candle? Marubozu candle. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and we can translate. No, you know what? Definition of vector. Oh no. Vector right here. No, this is bad. Google Translate. There is sniper FX candle too. Really? Wait, so I'm gonna. Yeah, okay, it's not here. Whatever. It's just high momentum, and it's gonna vent someone out. So generally, bodies bigger than wicks, and with huge momentum. And where is the chart again? Yeah, here. So here you can see 2 perfect examples. How can I draw this? Right, this you see clean. Oh, This is the wrong color. This is a clean candle, bullish, 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 bullish. You see the momentum in here. And when I trade of liquidity sweeps, I want to see momentum into that. Otherwise, it will just be too fake. All right, this is one example. And there should be another one right here. See? Look at the cleanliness of those candles. And it's usually 3 is enough for me, or even 2 if it's into the liquidity sweep. But yeah, here you can see price took it out and has a nice reaction. And see here again. Look at this candle. Look at this candle. Look at this. It's super clean, right? With the momentum, we took out this liquidity, one bearish candle, and this would be a valid entry for me. So I think that's all I see, but there are more examples in this chart. It's happening every single moment. Here you can see, you can consider this vector as well, as we took out this liquidity and closed below it. One bullish candle, and this would be a valid entry for me as well. And then you see this momentum to take this liquidity out. You see rejection candle, and you can enter on this as well. As simple as that. So that's everything I see here. Maybe even this, but this might be too small for me because this is what, 5. This is yeah, this is like 4 pips. But if this was higher time frame, or this was a bit larger, then I would consider it as well. You see the momentum closes above one bearish candle, enter. So that's all. Do you get it? It's a simple. It's simple,
Please,
right? You can
press
one.
question.
Yes.
Yeah. So I literally thought the vector candle is when price sweeps the liquidity, then you can like have to look for continuation, but mostly sells. But now this is kind of like giving me a different definition, like a different meaning total, right? So I'm kind of like confused though. I'm kind of like really confused. Can you like just do a quick recap, please? A quick recap.
What was the definition that you talk about?
No, I literally thought, I mean, what I used to think the vector candle, according to your charts, right? I actually used to think it was first, you know, the high efficiency, the inefficient candle, right? Yeah. But then I literally used to think it's, you know, after price sweeps liquidity, then you want to like look for continuation. That's what I've been practicing all this while. So
can you draw it? Can you draw what you mean? Can you annotate?
Right. So basically, I literally used to think it is only when price, you know, takes out liquidity, right? So and you want to like probably look for like continuations for sales. That's what I've been practicing all this while. So I
like you want big candles as a reaction to the downside? No,
to the upside, right? Taking out liquidity, right?
Yeah.
Then you want to like continue, like look for
like going up with vector.
Yeah. I actually want to look for sales, right? That's what I used to think, actually. From your charts, you understand, like from your own chart. That's what I used to see. And that's basically what I've been practicing.
And it works?
Right. Yes, most times, right? Most times. I don't know if I've actually been doing something wrong instead.
Yeah, okay. If it works, then congratulations. You found the hidden gem. But yeah, what I meant is into the liquidity sweep.
Okay.
And then if we see this, what does it mean? It means that those people are induced to buy, are induced in the wrong direction after taking this out with such momentum. And the best case scenario would be if the price closed above this, is they're gonna think, okay, there's more momentum, you know, this is a valid breakout, and they're gonna put their buys and want to continue. So that's the ideology behind it. But if it works, as you said, I'm gonna look into it as well. then you're a genius. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you see, it works here as well. But I think it's just because of the liquidity is cheap. But other than that, I never look into it the way you did. Yeah, well, thanks for the input.
And I have a question, Miran, regarding the liquidity sweep. So after we sweep the liquidity, you want to see like orders flow down, not like momentum down, because it would create an inducement high. So we want to see like more order flow, at least like, like ranges mitigating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like after entering, it would be nice to see like a simple MSU or a simple trend. But I enter right off that.
Okay.
I have got one question.
Who is you?
Mayank. Good trading.
Oh, okay.
So you see this has a liquidity, so price should close above this. Is it mandatory?
Yes. For example, in this case, I wouldn't sell here because there's nothing, and you see it even lines up. So what I would be looking at here would be maybe rebalancing this and going higher. But yeah, if it closed above this, and let's say even above this, then I would sell. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that in entry. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.